Hi everyone, welcome to the Zend Out IGTV. My name is Erin and I'm part of Team Zend Out. I'm here to share some rituals with you for the spring equinox, also called Ostara. But I did want to share as well, some of us might not be feeling like springtime right now. Some of us might not be feeling this transition. We might not be feeling this more traditional awakening and these themes that I'll be talking about. And I just want to say that that's okay. However you're feeling is okay. But like my friend Tessa said the other day, Mother Nature carries on. And so the things that are awakening within us at this time, as they are in nature, might be quite different than the things that we thought were going to be awakening or the things that we thought were going to be blossoming within us. And perhaps some of those things awakening might feel scary. It might be more of our shadow coming to the surface, which is not traditionally associated with the work of springtime, but here we are. This is an unprecedented, strange time, and so if that's coming up for you as well, that's okay. And how I like to think of this is, can we find just a little bud, a little spark, a little something that feels like new life to tend to within us, even amidst everything else that's going on? Can we find a little place of curiosity, a little something that is waking up, even if it's just a whisper or just a hint? Because that's what the spring equinox is about. That's what Ostara is really about. It's this time of new life. It's this time of honoring the awakening of the earth after winter. And it also marks the balance of light and dark. So after the equinox, we have a little more sun in our day every day until we get to the peak of sunlight at the summer solstice. So we are in this waxing part of the year now, which is more traditionally associated with external output, with growth, with building. And so these things might be happening on a really small scale, or they might be happening on a more internal scale right now, what we're building within us. Perhaps we're building resilience, perhaps we're building strength, perhaps we're building love and compassion, and whatever it is for you, that's perfect. And so I want to share 2 rituals for Ostara if you'd like to honor this time. And the first one is creating an altar. So I always think that creating an altar is a really beautiful way to honor the turning of the wheel, to honor the sabbats, which is what we're honoring with Ostara. Ostara is the Celtic pagan name for the spring equinox. And these are all nature-based holidays here to align us with the turning of the earth, the turning of the wheel, the cycles of nature. And so creating an altar, I think, is always a beautiful way to do that. And I'm a big fan of letting altar creation really be intuitive. So remembering that there's no right or wrong, whatever feels good to you to honor this time, to put on your altar is perfect. But with that being said, we're not going to leave you hanging out without any suggestions to inspire you. So some things that you might want to think about or play with to put on your altar. You could always put fresh flowers, especially if you pick them outside yourself. I think that's really lovely. Eggs are a representation of Ostara, as are rabbits. You could put eggs, you could put images of rabbits, and this might sound a bit like Easter, right? And so the Christian holiday of Easter is actually based on Ostara, so that's why there are these overlapping themes, right? But the eggs and the rabbits and sort of the fertility and the new life theme, that's exactly what it is. So you could put those on your altar. Pastel colored candles would be lovely. Any goddess drawings or images of fertility goddesses. And so this time is associated with fertility, and it doesn't have to be, you wanting to birth babies, although of course that could be part of it, or that could be what fertility is about for you right now. But fertility is about growing, and it's about birthing, and it's about bringing into the world, and we can do that with so many things, projects and businesses and relationships and connections and art, all kinds of things fertility can help us with. So fertility goddesses. You could also put up a photo of your child self. That's something I really like doing because this time of the year and this holiday is also associated with the maiden in the triple goddess. So Mother Maiden Crone, or Maiden Mother Crone. This is the maiden time. So this is the child self. This is the innocent self. And the next ritual is really gonna tap into that. So if that's intriguing to you, stay tuned. But a photo of your child self. Any tarot or oracle cards that feel like this time to you. So perhaps the Sun, the Lover's card, the Empress card, those are all great ones. There are tons of beautiful cards in the Zend Out ritual deck that you can check out. That's an oracle deck, and you could put some of those that feel good to you on the altar as well. And any crystals that you associate with this time are always great to put on your altar. Crystals around fertility, around renewal, around balance would all be great. So sunstone is a good one, or green aventurine, moss agate, or peach moonstone, or any other stones that feel like those themes to you. And I really think that you can ritualize altar creation by bringing presence. To me, it's very simple. So bringing presence, bringing mindfulness. You can meditate with your altar. You can meditate as you're placing items. You can gather them really mindfully with breath, staying connected to your body, staying connected to your intention. And you can also ritualize cleaning your altar before as you switch it out for this new holiday, for this new step in the year and in the cycle of nature. So the second ritual is a childlike wonder ritual. And this is the one that I am doing for myself. So childlike wonder ritual, like I said, we're connecting with the maiden energy. We're connecting with maiden in us. And so to me, that's the child self. So I think one of the beautiful ways to honor this holiday is to do an activity that you loved as a child. So it could be anything. Maybe you love to play in the forest, or paint with your hands, or swim in the ocean, or sing, or many other things, but just carving out some really intentional time and space to connect with that activity, to experience that, and notice how your inner child responds. You can notice if your tendency is to default into, oh, this is stupid, like, why am I doing that? Or if there's like an inner critical voice that is saying something mean about what you're doing, and you can work with that as well. You can journal with that, see what comes up around that. But as you play, really notice, how it feels to access this sense of wonder and curiosity and play that you probably used to feel every day, or regularly anyways. So afterwards, I would recommend spending some time journaling to process the experience, and also dig into the ways that you'd like to bring more of this childlike wonder into your daily life. And I have another ritual for you, the balance ritual. And that is on zendout.com on the blog page. You can find that at the link in our bio. Click blogs and you'll find that right there for you if you'd like to explore these themes of equal light and dark in one day. So we're all sending you lots of love and care. We hope you're safe and healthy and able to breathe a little easier, using your ritual practice, using your meditation practice, using your crystals, or whatever your practices are. We hope they're able to support you through this time, because that's what they're really here for, right? Not just when times are easy, but especially when times are difficult. I think ritual and healing practice and spiritual practice matters even more. So lots of love. Blessed Ostara.